Hello and welcome back to Jazzonomics. The purpose of today's programme is to look at an artist and a piece of vinyl that I bought from a charity shop in the Millionaire's Playground of Tenby some time ago now. There were several reasons I almost left this album on the shelf. One was the price. They wanted a whole £2 for it. I think they're trying to trap the tourists. The other was not being sure whether I had this album at home in another format. The third is the label, and the fourth is the appearance of the baritone saxophonist on the front of the album. The album is listed as the Gerry Mulligan Quartet on the I Love Jazz label, released in round about 58-59. Gerry Mulligan on baritone saxophone, Art Farmer on trumpet, Bill Crow on bass, Dave Bailey on drums. This is a chordless quartet. There is no pianist, there is no guitarist, just the two horns and the bassist and the drummer. Going back to the appearance of Gerry Mulligan on the front of this album, he looks like an Aryan Jeremy Hunt, doesn't he? It's not me. He definitely looks like Jeremy Hunt, and that's not something I wish to be reminded of when I'm listening to something as lovely as this. This isn't the original title of this album. It was called, or is called, the Gerry Mulligan Quartet. What is there to say? It's an essential album. It's something of a slow burner, but it really draws you in and you keep coming back to it time after time after time. It really is a wonderful record. There's a version of My Funny Valentine on there. I probably don't need another version of My Funny Valentine, but it is exceptionally well done on here. Moving on to another piece of essential Gerry Mulligan. This, released in round about 62. Two of a Mind, Paul Desmond and Gerry Mulligan. Paul Desmond, alto sax, Gerry Mulligan, baritone saxophone. There are a couple of bassists on this album, three bassists on this album, and two drummers on this album, one of whom is Connie Kay from the Modern Jazz Quartet. This is another, I've got a couple of versions of this. This is another essential album. And the thing that I always take away from this album, which isn't mentioned in the reviews, is the interplay between the bassist and the drummer. Again, this is a chordless quartet, and the interplay between the bassist and the drummer is absolutely mesmerising. And it's probably the thing that draws me back to this album time and time again. Reviews mention the interplay between Desmond and Mulligan, and they really do complement one another beautifully. Paul Desmond obviously wrote Take 5, primarily known for his work with the Dave Brubeck Quartet, but a great artist in his own right. This may well be my favourite Gerry Mulligan album, although it's more of a double header. That's probably enough for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this channel, please, like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. This was Jazzonomics.